In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Screencast-O-Matic, which is the video recording and editing software that I use for my videos. Stay tuned. Hey there, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacob Billett. I'm the CEO of Billett Enterprises, and on today's segment is a Tech Thursday segment where I take a look at some tech for business and for personal life to make things a little bit more efficient and to help you perform better at whatever task you're trying to do. Before we continue, I do want to give a huge shout out to Pull My Pork Barbecue. He is actually one of the sponsors here of my channel this week, and I really appreciate what he does. He does a barbecue cooking channel using different types of apparatuses to cook, talks about seasoning, talks about rubs. Really, it's kind of a barbecue how to do channel. His branding and everything is excellent. He's been in the game for a very long time. You'll see a link to his channel in the description of this video. Definitely go over there and take a look. If you like to eat, which I like to eat, and I love to barbecue, we have actually looked at some of his videos and learned some really cool stuff, and we can't wait to put that into action later this week. So again, Pull My Pork Barbecue, thank you so much for coming in and being a sponsor of the show, and love what you do, man. So anyways, you're here to take a look at Screencast-O-Matic. So Screencast-O-Matic is actually a program that I use to not only do my videos and edit my videos, but to also do my screen sharing, kind of like what you're seeing today on your end. So first of all, talk about cost, right? So it costs about $1 a month to use this software. I spent $36 for a 3-year license with Screencast-O-Matic. If you're interested in this software, take a look at the description below. There will be a link to Screencast-O-Matic that you can click and you can install, and I get a little bit of credit with that with the company as well. Now again, they're not sponsoring or anything like that. They just, I'm not a very tech savvy guy when it comes to like editing and video stuff. My tech is more like the data analytical side of things. So I've used a lot of softwares, and this is one of the ones I kind of stuck with because of just how easy it is to use. So when you download Screencast-O-Matic, you're going to come up with a screen that looks like this, right? So these are all the recordings and stuff that I do. On my channel, I do about 6 videos a week, and I do a bunch of live stream, but I use Streamlabs for live stream, and I'll be doing a video for that here later. So this isn't going to be like an in-depth review, like how to do video. I'm just going to touch on a couple topics. When I do launch a how to do or how to video on Screencast-O-Matic, I'll definitely come back and put it in the description on this. So this isn't a super deep thing. This is kind of more of like a familiarization thing, right? So as you can see on the screen right here, and you can also see too that when I move my cursor around, it is highlighted. It'll be circled, and then wherever I click, you're actually going to see a click like a wave pattern coming out wherever I click. So it does help keep the viewer's attention on where you're trying to go, especially for tutorial videos like this. So the nice thing about Screencast-O-Matic is, again, it's very, very, very simple, right? So I've got the record button. So I click that when I want to record. It gives me 2 options. If I want to record just my webcam or just my screen share, or if I want to do both, which is what I do for my videos, because people like to see my ugly mug for some reason. So, and then you have the scripted option to where, you're able to write your own script, and then you can time it. And so you can actually have a script in the background, and you can be reading while you're doing your video. I personally don't do a lot of that, but I do know a lot of really big YouTubers that do. It keeps them on track, and it makes sure they don't miss anything. Currently I don't script. I have scripted before. It just kind of throws off my style a little bit. But again, when it comes to like super like in-depth or detailed or talking about studies and research and stuff like that, I absolutely encourage scripting. It's what I also do to make sure I don't misrepresent anything, because integrity is a really big thing with me. And then you've got your import option, which you just bring videos in to edit. Now, to pull up a video, I'm actually going to go ahead and pull up a video that I did for my power networking segment of my show. So I do have a power networking segment. In case you guys are unaware, if you're a new viewer here, I've gotten a lot of subscribers this past couple of weeks. And so so I'll actually link that in the description below as well. It gives an opportunity for creators to come together to talk about their content, to talk about what they do, to do some shameless self-promoting on the live stream, to have their channels broadcasted live. It's really a cool segment. It's actually gotten really, really popular on my show, and I just launched it yesterday, and it's been one of my most viewed streams to date. So when you pull this up, you're going to take a look at how the setup is. Now, when you pull a video up, you can save it. You can upload it to the Screencast-O-Matic cloud if you're having a hard time with storage. They do give you free storage as well online. And then you can also edit it. So we're going to go ahead and click on edit. And there's a lot of really cool things that we can do with this. So for example, I can click on this and I can resize it. I can crop it. And I really like kind of this option right here, to where I can kind of zoom in. I do like a digital zoom on wherever I want to go. Now, I operate off of a 4K camera. I don't use 4K all that much. I keep everything about 1080p. And that's been successful for me. And it's, you know, again, with time for upload and quality and everything, it's been a good choice for me so far. And then we also have layering. We have other types of options that we can do. So we can put things on top of this video. You can really do a lot of, and again, if you're really big into graphics and stuff like that, there's a lot of stuff you can do. You can change the style of the video. You can do a lot of different things. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the options when it comes to this. So for example, we'll play this video for a second here. And then if I decided, if I wanted to add something, if I wanted to add, any kind of text, or if I wanted to add, icons, or if I wanted to add, any kind of like image overlay or whichever, you have the option of doing that with this. And so, for example, we'll go ahead and click on tools, and this shows all the things that we can do. We can cut, obviously we can copy, we can hide certain things, we can hide the webcam, we can hide the cursor during the video, because again, if it is a screen share, your cursor is shown, but if you don't want to show that, you don't have to. I can add in different videos. And so I can, and I believe that's called either splicing or just inserting of videos to, you know, obviously, because my videos, my segments are the intro segment. Then I have my logo display, which you saw on this video. And then I have my main, and then I have my end screens, but I use YouTube to do my end screens. So you're able to bring in other recordings. You can obviously bring in other recordings that you've not done on Screencast before too. And so you can insert that, and you can do that as well. I can do narration. So if you want to do like a voiceover or do narrating from another source, you can definitely do that. Now the overlays are really cool. You can do blurs, you can outline things, you can have arrows, highlights, text, you can throw in images. Matter of fact, on this video, when I was talking about Pull My Pork Barbecue, there's going to be an actual image of his channel, and it's going to be down on the bottom, and obviously you guys saw that when you watched this video in real time. We can replace different things. We can replace videos. We can do freeze frames. We can change the speed. So if you're doing a tutorial, or if you get caught up in doing something and then you need to, you need to kind of speed the video up to, keep your audience retention and keep people involved, you can definitely speed it up. And then obviously we have the transitions, your fading or whichever. I don't do any of it personally, but a lot of people do, and I may incorporate it later. I'm still a really new YouTuber, so a lot of this tech is still pretty new to me. And then obviously you can change your volume. And so after you're done with all of this, you're going to go ahead and save your video. And then when you save your video, there's a couple of really cool options that I actually recently discovered with Screencast-O-Matic, right? So when we have the video, say if we want to upload it or we want to save it. So we save it as a file. It's going to give you the option to save it. It's going to give you the resolution that you want to save it and everything else. But then again, you can also add background music. Just literally click the music icon and you can add background music. And then you can add closed captioning to your recording, which is really, really neat. Now, I have not done this on YouTube yet, but the nice thing is that if I add CCs to this and it actually gives me a CC file, I can upload that CC file to YouTube, and that's going to help my videos index better. And it's going to help with search, to get more search and more hits, because now my video is not only available and consumable to people without people that are not, it is available to people that do not have blindness or deafness. And then it also is available to people that do have, and not blindness, I'm sorry, deafness. So people that aren't able to hear, are going to be able to consume that content by the closed caption, because their services on their end are able to read it and understand it, and they can, you know, submit that over to them. So kind of a really, really cool thing when it comes to that. So again, and then also closed captioning is really, really good when it comes to people that are just scrolling and they see your stuff, but it's not playing or they have their volume off, they can still follow. And I know I watch a lot of videos without volume as well. So again, that is pretty much the gist on this. Again, this wasn't a super in-depth thing. This is just kind of an overview of everything. Everything's pretty self-explanatory on this. So you're not, I mean, the confusion rate should be down pretty low, because I'm not a big video editor. I'm not a big video guy. This is a pretty simple, basic kind of thing, which works fine for me. And then obviously when I move on and I want to buy more expensive software, or do things that are more intense, I can definitely do that. But this is absolutely perfect for me right now. So hopefully you guys got some information on that. And again, if you do want to get Screencast-O-Matic, there is a link in the description below. Go ahead and click that. That definitely shows, it does reward me. It's an affiliate program, so it does reward me. It doesn't cost you any more money, but it does give me a little bit of kickback, which supports this channel and supports me creating content like this, because I do this obviously completely free. It doesn't cost you anything to see these videos, so I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. So again, my name is Jacob Billett. I'm the CEO of Billett Enterprises. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below, or get a hold of me on social media. There's a ton of ways to get a hold of me, and I'll see if I can address your questions and take care of you to the best of my ability. So again, thank you for joining me, and I will see you all on the next video.